So, dear friends, in today's lecture, we will do hands-on of Python Module 1. So, Module 1 is Python Basics for Absolute Beginner. And this notebook will provide hands-on exercise and example of Python basics. Okay. So, let's start with writing your first Python program. So, your first Python program is print hello Python for machine learning. So you have to write print, and in bracket you have to provide your string. You can write anything inside the bracket. So this is a very basic program. This is first program of Python for beginners, or this module number 1. This is very first program. Now we will get to know what is variable and what is data type through this hands-on. Okay. So suppose I have to define any variable. So I have provided a name of my variable and the value of variable like DRA Academy. And second variable is age. Age equal to 35. Third variable is pi. The value of pi is 3.14. And fourth variable is a tutor. Okay. So our task is to find out what type of variable are these. Okay, so I have written a print command, print type name, because I have to find out the type of variable name. Okay, and the second code is type of variable age, and the third code is type of variable pi, and the fourth code is a tutor. Here is a trader, but I have to write is AI tutor. Is AI tutor. Okay. So what this code will do? This code will provide you the types of variable. Okay. So I am running this code. So first type of variable is string. Okay. DRA Academy is string. Second type of variable is integer. Okay. You can see 35 is an integer and pi equal to 3.145. So this is a float, and is a tutor equal to true, this means this variable is a boolean type variable. So by writing this code, we got to know what are the types of variable like string, integer, float, and boolean. Now the next code is what are the operators, what are the operators in Python. Okay, so let me enhance the screen. Let me zoom out the screen so that you are already get to know what I am doing on the screen. Okay, so operator in Python, I have defined two variable a equal to 10 and b equal to 3. These are integer type variable. Okay, so now I have to apply arithmetic operation on these two variable. So the first operation I am going to apply is the addition. So print addition a plus b. The second code is print subtraction a minus b. Third line is print multiplication a into b. Fifth line is division a divided by b. And sixth line is modulus a percentile b. And last line is exponential of a exponential p. Okay, exponential variable, exponential operator is the last operator. Okay, so I will run this code. So let's see what are the result given by Python. So addition 10 plus 3 equal to 13, and 10 minus 3 equal to 7, and multiplication 10 into 3 equal to 30, and division 10 by 3 is equal to 3.33. Modulus is equal to 1. Okay, because when we will divide 10 by 3, then uh, the remainder will be 1. Okay, so that will be 1. And exponential of 10 ki power 3, exponential of 10 to power 3 is equal to 1000. 10 into 10 into 10, that will become as a 10, that will come as a 1000. Now in next line of code, we will see control flow statement. So it is very simple program. Age equal to 20. If age is greater than or equal to 18, then print you are an adult. Else print you are a minor. So I am going to run this code. So already I have given age equal to 20, that is greater than 18 years. That's why my program will print you are an adult. Okay. Now the next section of code, loops in Python. So here for loop and while loop. So for loop syntax is for I in range 5, print iteration I. Okay. This means it will print 5 iteration from 0 to 4. Python always initialize with 0. While the second loop is while loop example. Count equal to 0, while count is less than 5, print count, count and count plus 1, means it will also print the result from 0 to 4. Okay. So I am going to run this code and you will see the result. So related to for loop, it has given 5 iteration from 0 to 4, and related to while loop, it has given 5 result count from 0 to 4. Now what are the function in Python and how you will define a function in Python? So by the def keyword, def, you will define a function in Python. So def greet name. Okay. So I am designing a function with the name greet, and I have given variable name to the function. I have passed a variable name to the function. Now it will return hello plus name. And what I have to print? Print greet DRI Academy. Okay. So let's see what is the result given by my program. So here, hello Dr. AI Academy is the result given by my program, because it is, we have defined a function with the name greet here. Okay. That's why it will print the name here. Okay. Hello Data Academy. Now what is lambda function? Lambda function used for squaring a number. So square is equal to lambda x such that x to the power 2. So print square of 5 and square 5 like this. Okay. So when I will run, then square of 5 is equal to 25. It will give an result. So now the next code is working with Python module. So one module is import math. Okay. So I will first import this module and write a print command, square root of 25 math dot square root 25, print value of pi math dot pi. So by applying math modules, we can find the value of any calculation. Okay. So let's run this code. So square root of 25 is 5.0. It's totally correct. And value of pi math dot pi, then this is the value of pi 3.1. Okay. So how we will work with modules in Python, because Python has many modules which are already built into the Python library. Using those modules, we can do various type of tasks related to our projects. Okay. So hands-on practice task. Okay. So whatever we have just studied, we will practice of those. Okay. So our task one is to create the simple calculator. Okay. So let's suppose we have two numbers. So number 1 is equal to float input, enter the first number. Okay, when I will run this code, it will ask me to input first number, input second number, select the operator, and this is your uh, code for calculator. Number 2 is equal to float input, enter the second number, and operation input chosen input, choose operation, plus minus multiplication and division. Like this we have to write the code. So here uh, our main code, if operation is equal to plus, then print result number 1 plus number 2. If operation is equal to minus 1 minus, then print result number 1 minus number 2. Else if operation is equal to multiplication, print result number 1 into number 2. If operation is equal to division, then result number 1 by number 2. Elif print invalid operation. Okay, if nothing of the operator is found, then it will print invalid operation. Okay, so let's run this code and see what are the input asked by our calculator. So enter the first number. So I am entering 10 here, and it's asking enter the second number. Enter the second number. So let's give an input of 5. Okay, so it is asking me to choose an operator. Okay, so let me choose plus operator here. So let's see what is the result. So when I choose the plus operator, it has given me the result 15. Okay, once again, if you want to run this code once again, then you can run this. Then again it will ask you the first number, like first number is 20 and second number is 30. Okay, and it will ask me to choose the operator. So suppose I am choosing the operator multiplication, then it will give me result of 20 into 30, that is 600. You can see here it has given me the result 600. Okay, task 2, print even number from 1 to 20. So using Python, we have to print the number from 1 to 20. So I will apply a for loop. I will apply a for loop. For loop is used for iteration purpose. Okay, there is a range given in for loop. Okay, so for I in range 1 to 21, print even number from 1 to 20. That's why we have to provide a range from 1 to 21, because Python always initialize from 0. Okay, so if I modulus or percentile 2 is equal to 0, then print I. Okay, because we have to print even number from 1 to 20. Okay, so what is I here? I is the numbers from 1 to 20. So suppose I am taking I as 1. So 1 modulus 2 is equal to 20.5. So that is a float number. Okay, and suppose I am taking I as 2. So 2 divided by 2, we will get 0 as remainder. This means 2 is a even number. Again with 3 and with 4. Okay, so suppose I am taking 4 as uh, one of the numbers. Then 4 modulus 2, when we will perform this operation, then we will get 0 as a remainder. Okay, so here also 4 is a even number. Okay, so we have write the same program in Python. So for I in range 1 to 21, and after that colon here, and if I modulus 2 is double equal to 0, then print I. Then I am going to run this code, and you can see what are the numbers, what are the even numbers between 1 to 21. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay. So like this, you can also write, change the range here. Like you can change the range from 1 to 11 only. You can run this code. Okay. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, these are the even number between 1 to 12. And you can also change the range here from 10 to 20, 21 or 20, whatever it's up to you. You can choose any number. Okay. So this will provide you the even numbers detail between certain range of numbers. So function to find the factorial. If you are aware about the factorial, which which we have studied in our high school or intermediate classes, then you will get to know this. Okay, so we have to define a factorial function of the number n. If n is equal to 0 or n is equal to 1, then return 1. Okay, because the factorial of n is equal to 1 is always 1. Else return n into factorial n minus 1. Okay, so suppose I want to take factorial of 5, then what will be the value of factorial 5? It will be 5 into 4 into 3 into 2. Okay, so 5 into 4, 20 into 3, 60 into 2, 120. So factorial 5 will be 120. Like this, if I want to take factorial of 6, then it will be 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2. Like this, if I want to take factorial of 7, then it will be 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Like this, we are doing the factorial. Okay. So now I am writing a code so that my program asks me a input, and when I provide the input, it can calculate the factorial of that number. Okay. So define factorial of a number n. If n is equal to 0 or n is equal to 1, return 1, else return n into factorial n minus 1. Number is equal to integer input, enter a number, print factorial, and we have passed the number variable here. Okay, so let me run this code. So enter a number. Suppose I am entering a 5 here. Okay, so let's go to see the result. So factorial of 5 is equal to 120. How? 5 into 4 into 3 into 2. If you will multiply these numbers, you will get 120. Okay, suppose you want to run this code one more time. Then suppose you want to calculate factorial of any big number like 95, 96. What is the factorial of 96? Okay, then my Python will calculate here. Okay, you can see what a big number here, factorial of 96. Okay, so um, to do a complex calculation, we use Python library, we use Python function. Okay, so like this you can calculate the factorial. This is the only example. You can do many complex tasks because it's for beginner level. That's why I am covering in such a way that a beginner can understand it. Okay. Task 4 is to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. How to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit? How to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit using Python program. So Celsius equal to float input, enter the temperature in Celsius, and the formula Fahrenheit is Celsius into 9 by 5 plus 32. You have to write the formula, and it will print the temperature in Fahrenheit. Okay, so I have run this code, and it is asking me to input the temperature in Celsius. So suppose I am giving an input of 50 degrees Celsius, and it has converted the 50 degrees Celsius into Fahrenheit. Okay. So like this, you can do multiple tasks with help of Python. In this notebook, we covered Python basics including variable, operators, function, loops, and modules. Next, we will explore the file structure, data structure, and file handling. So, hope you have enjoyed today's lecture. So, see you soon in the next lecture. Till then, keep exploring and keep learning machine learning and deep learning.